So, you want to be a YouTuber. You picture uploading a video at midnight, going to sleep, and waking up to 1 million views. The comments are moving too fast to read. Your subscriber count is climbing by the second. Somewhere inside YouTube Studio, a number is turning attention into money. That fantasy is possible. It is also missing most of the job. 1 million views can change a person's life, pay for the next video, or produce less profit than a smaller channel earns from one carefully chosen audience. The view counter tells you how many times a video was watched. It does not tell you who watched, what advertisers paid to reach them, how much the video cost, or whether those viewers will ever return. In 2026, becoming a YouTuber is easier than ever. Building a stable career from it may be harder than it has ever been. The camera can be a phone. Editing software is cheap. Artificial intelligence can create captions, translate a voice, remove a background, suggest titles, and generate an acceptable thumbnail in minutes. Millions of people now have access to tools that once required a production team. The same tools that lower the barrier also fill the platform with more competition. The problem is no longer getting a video online. The problem is giving a stranger a reason to choose yours. Before any money appears, a creator has to qualify for it. YouTube offers early access to fan funding and shopping features after a channel reaches 500 subscribers, publishes 3 eligible videos within 90 days, and meets a watch time or shorts view threshold. Advertising revenue requires the higher level, 1,000 subscribers plus 4,000 valid public watch hours in a year, or 10 million valid shorts views within 90 days. Those requirements sound like the starting line. For many channels, they are the first mountain. 4,000 watch hours equal 240,000 minutes of human attention. If the average viewer watches 4 minutes, a new creator needs roughly 60,000 qualifying views. The work completed before that point may earn nothing from ads. A creator can spend 6 months researching, filming, editing, and publishing, cross the threshold, then discover that monetization does not make the channel financially secure. It only gives the channel permission to enter the marketplace. YouTube does not pay a fixed amount for a view. Advertisers bid for particular audiences in particular countries during particular seasons. A video about business software watched by American company owners can attract more valuable advertising than an entertainment video watched by younger viewers around the world. Revenue screenshots are misleading for exactly this reason. One channel may earn several dollars from every 1,000 views. Another may earn much less. Videos can also receive views that never display an ad. The useful number is RPM, the amount the creator receives per 1,000 total views after YouTube's share and other adjustments. For advertising shown on standard watch page videos, YouTube says creators receive 55% of recognized revenue. That sounds generous until you remember that 55% of 0 is still 0, and half a viral audience may arrive from places or formats that advertisers value differently. Shorts add another distortion. A short can reach 1 million people faster than a long video, yet its advertising model pools revenue from ads shown between videos in the feed. The creator receives a share based on eligible views after music licensing is accounted for. 1 million shorts views often produces far less advertising income than 1 million views on a long video. Shorts can still be valuable. They introduce a creator to new viewers, test ideas quickly, and sometimes send people toward longer content. The mistake is assuming that every view has the same economic weight. Now imagine that first successful long video. It reaches 100,000 views and produces a respectable payment. For the first time, YouTube feels like a business. Then the next upload gets 8,000 views. Nothing is broken. The audience did not sign a contract. Subscribers are not guaranteed viewers, and last month's performance does not purchase distribution for next month. Every upload returns to the same basic test. Will people click, and will they keep watching? That uncertainty shapes the entire profession. A restaurant can estimate how many customers fit inside the building. A YouTuber can spend 3 weeks making a video with no reliable estimate of how many people will enter. The thumbnail becomes a storefront. The title becomes the promise on the window. If they fail, the work behind them remains invisible. MrBeast studies packaging with the seriousness of a film studio. Jimmy Donaldson did not begin with private islands and enormous sets. He spent years making inexpensive videos, studying retention, testing ideas, and learning where viewers left. The giant budgets arrived after the audience, not before it. Today, MrBeast is the extreme version of YouTube economics. His videos can cost millions, employ large teams, and generate attention on a scale that traditional television would envy. Yet reported figures from a leaked Beast Industries investor presentation showed something surprising. The media operation generated hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue while losing money. because so much was spent on production and growth. Meanwhile, Feastables, the chocolate company built around that audience, reportedly generated about $250 million in annual sales and a profit. The videos created attention. The product captured more of its value. That does not mean every creator should launch chocolate. It shows why the largest YouTubers stop thinking like people who upload videos and start thinking like media companies with distribution. MrBeast can introduce a product to hundreds of millions of people without buying the same amount of outside advertising. His channel is not merely a source of AdSense, it is an owned route to the customer. Mark Rober built a different version of the same machine. His engineering videos turn elaborate experiments into entertainment, often with months of work behind a single upload. The audience eventually became the foundation for Crunch Labs, a subscription business that sends engineering kits to families. A science video can earn from ads and sponsors. It can also demonstrate the exact kind of curiosity that makes a parent buy the product. Marks Brownlee built around trust rather than spectacle. MKBHD began making technology videos as a teenager and published for years before the polished studio, expensive cameras, podcast network, and production team existed. A new phone review may earn advertising revenue, but its larger economic value comes from an audience that believes the opinion is independent. That trust is difficult to measure and easy to spend. A sponsor may offer more money than the video will earn from YouTube. For a growing creator, one brand deal can cover several months of production. The sponsor usually cares about average views, audience location, viewer age, credibility, and whether the audience is likely to act. Subscriber count matters, but a dormant channel with 1 million subscribers can be less valuable than a focused channel with 100,000 active viewers. This creates a decision that appears in almost every serious creator business: accept the sponsor and gain predictable revenue, or protect the viewing experience and leave money on the table. A badly matched promotion can damage more than one video. If viewers begin to feel that every opinion is for sale, the creator loses the asset that made sponsors interested in the first place. The payment arrives immediately. The loss of trust appears later through weaker clicks, skeptical comments, and viewers who stop returning. Ryan Trahan shows how a sponsor can become part of the story instead of interrupting it. His challenge series use simple rules, visible stakes, and a reason to continue into the next episode. Brand integrations can support the journey or trigger an event inside it. The promotion still sells something, but the audience is not asked to pause the experience and enter a different video. His Penny series also raised more than $1 million for charity. That outcome matters economically because it demonstrates that attention can move money without all of that money becoming personal income. A creator may generate millions in donations, product sales, or sponsor value while keeping only a fraction. Public estimates of YouTuber wealth become unreliable here. Revenue is not salary. A channel earning $1 million may pay editors, producers, researchers, thumbnail designers, managers, lawyers, travel expenses, studio rent, insurance, music licenses, equipment, and taxes. A large production can look wealthy while operating on a thin margin. Even a solo creator has costs. The largest one is time. A 20-minute documentary may require days of research, a full script, voice recording, visual planning, footage collection editing, sound design, fact-checking, thumbnail development, and revisions. If it fails, the creator cannot invoice YouTube for the labor. The market simply decided not to watch enough of it. This makes the early career especially strange. A new YouTuber is simultaneously an unpaid writer, presenter, camera operator, editor, designer, analyst, and salesperson. Hiring help can improve output, but help must be paid before the video proves itself. Success does not remove the workload. It changes its shape. The solo editor becomes a manager reviewing someone else's cut. The creator who once answered every email now negotiates contracts. A weekly video creates deadlines for an entire team. Missing an upload no longer means disappointing only the algorithm. It can mean paying salaries while no new product is released. Emma Chamberlain represents another path. Her early videos felt personal, loose, and far less engineered than the giant challenge channels. Viewers returned for her perspective rather than a massive production. That relationship opened doors to fashion, podcasting, sponsorships, and Chamberlain coffee. It also exposed a cost that spreadsheets rarely capture. When the creator is the product, taking a break can feel like closing the store. A factory can keep producing while its founder sleeps. A personality channel often depends on the creator's face, voice, private life, energy, and willingness to be observed. Burnout does not only reduce happiness, it interrupts revenue. The audience may say they want authenticity, but authenticity becomes complicated when it has an upload schedule. A private crisis can become a content decision. A relationship can become a title. A holiday can feel wasteful because it was not filmed. Some creators respond by building formats that do not require constant personal exposure. Others hire teams, reduce upload frequency, start podcasts, or create products that can sell between videos. These are business decisions, but they are also attempts to make the career survivable. YouTube itself has become a major economy. The company says more than 3 million creators participate in the partner program, and over $100 billion was paid to creators, artists, and media companies during the 4 years leading into 2026. Its American creative ecosystem supported hundreds of thousands of full-time equivalent jobs. Those numbers are real. They can also hide the distance between the middle and the top. Creator income follows a superstar pattern. A small group attracts a huge share of attention and commercial spending. One earnings survey found that more than half of creators made less than $15,000 in a year, even while the total creator economy continued growing. Smaller creators do not necessarily lack talent. Distribution compounds. A successful video brings subscribers. Those subscribers provide the first wave of viewers for the next upload. Strong initial performance gives YouTube more evidence about who may enjoy it. Sponsors prefer predictable reach, allowing the creator to spend more on production. Better production can create another successful video. The same loop can run backward. Weak views reduce income. Lower income limits production. Pressure encourages rushed ideas, and rushed ideas create weaker videos. The algorithm is often blamed for this, but the word algorithm can make the system sound like a single judge hiding behind a curtain. YouTube is trying to predict which viewer will be satisfied by which video. A creator is competing against every other reasonable use of that person's next 20 minutes. In 2026, that competition includes professional studios, podcasts, live streams, television clips, music, sports, independent experts, and an expanding wave of AI-assisted content. Being technically good is not enough. The idea needs a clear audience, and the opening needs to prove quickly that the title was honest. AI makes average production faster. It does not make average production rare. A creator can now generate a script, synthetic voice, stock sequence, and thumbnail without understanding the subject. That may produce a functioning video. It also produces something viewers can forget before it ends. As automated content becomes easier to make, first-hand experience, access, judgment, humor, and a recognizable point of view become more valuable. This helps explain why copying MrBeast rarely creates another MrBeast. The visible elements are easy to imitate: large text, shocked faces, money, a countdown, an expensive prize. The invisible system is years of audience knowledge, testing, production discipline, reinvestment, and a team capable of delivering the promise. A beginner who spends $10,000 copying the scale has taken the most expensive part and skipped the learning that made it useful. The economics are healthier when the cost of failure is low. A creator can test a topic with a modest video, study which moments viewers replay or abandon, and improve the next attempt. Early videos are not only products, they are market research paid for with time. The difficult part is surviving long enough to learn. Ad revenue arrives after the audience. Sponsorships usually arrive after consistent views. Products work after trust. Memberships work after viewers care enough to pay for access. Every major income stream is downstream from attention, but attention itself is unstable. The strongest creator businesses therefore combine several sources of revenue. Ads monetize broad viewing. Sponsors pay for access to a specific audience. Affiliate links reward purchases. Memberships turn loyalty into recurring income. Products allow higher margins and more control. Licensing and live events extend the brand beyond the upload. Diversification protects the creator, but each new stream adds another job. Merchandise creates inventory and customer service. A course creates support and refund requests. A physical product creates manufacturing risk. A membership creates an obligation to deliver extra value. Passive income becomes active the moment customers arrive. There is also platform risk. A copyright claim can redirect revenue. A policy decision can limit monetization. A topic may be allowed on YouTube, but considered unsuitable by advertisers. An old video can continue earning for years, then lose traffic when viewer interest changes. The creator owns the video, but not the recommendation system, the advertiser market, or the audience's attention. Still, YouTube offers something unusually powerful. A video can keep working after the day it was published. A useful tutorial, documentary, review, or story may be discovered months later. Unlike a shift paid once, a back catalog can produce income repeatedly. That library is the closest thing a YouTuber has to an asset. Each strong upload creates another entrance to the channel. One viewer discovers an old video, watches 3 more, subscribes, and later buys something. The value of that first video was larger than its original AdSense total. That helps explain why some small channels are better businesses than much larger entertainment channels. A creator teaching a valuable skill may need fewer viewers to sell consulting, software, or education. A local expert may turn a modest audience into clients. Fame is one business model. Useful attention is another. So, who should become a YouTuber in 2026? Someone who wants fast, predictable income should probably choose a different job. YouTube can require hundreds of hours before providing evidence that the market cares. There is no guaranteed wage, no paid training period, and no promise that yesterday's success will repeat. Someone willing to learn in public has a better chance. The useful skills survive even if the channel does not. Writing, editing, storytelling, design, sales, audience research, and the ability to explain an idea clearly. The failed channel can still produce a capable media professional. The creators who last are not always the loudest or most famous. They understand what their audience comes to receive, build a production process they can afford, and protect the trust that makes every other income stream possible. MrBeast built spectacular distribution and used it to launch companies. Mark Rober turned science storytelling into a product ecosystem. MKBHD turned consistency and credibility into a durable technology brand. Trahan turned simple constraints into stories people wanted to follow. Emma Chamberlain turned personality into a business, then showed why a person cannot be treated like an endless content machine. Their channels look different because there is no single YouTuber business. There are thousands of small media companies using the same website. The beginner sees a camera, a subscriber count, and a possible paycheck. The professional sees cost per video, returning viewers, sponsor fit, audience trust, and enough cash to survive the next failed upload. That is the economics of being a YouTuber. YouTube can pay for attention, but attention alone does not build a career. The durable asset is the reason people choose to give that attention to you again. A viral video can make you visible overnight. Building that reason is the part that takes years.